So, good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon, everyone. We are the reporters of Chapter 4. This is all about the forgery, together with my companion, John Kumpay, Kevin J. H. Giyu, and John Brian Tagaro. So, here's the learning objective of our report. First is define forgery. Second, enumerate the failures and genuine writing. Third is enumerate the indication of non-genuineness of documents. Fourth is enumerate the methods of forging. And lastly, cite the techniques used by forgers. So first is, what is forgery? A forgery is a purposeful attempt to make a fraudulent copy of something, whether it is a signature money or a piece of art. If an object is fraudulent, this means that its origin is not what it is presented to be. So fraudulent money, for example, it is a genuine currency, and a forged check is not signed by the person whose name is on the check. So forgery, also known as it is an act falsely making or altering some documents or signatures of the person. Or ginagamit ni sa forger na para makapang-scam or something, makapangilad. No? So muna siya ang mga ginagamit na mga materials na para makapangilad. For example, ng kanang kwarta, kanang fake money. So that is one of the example of forgery. So si forger is ginagamit siya og fake na money para makapalit, or si forger ginagamit siya og fake na signature para makascam or makawat niya sa kapasok money. So next, strictly speaking, forgery is a legal term. It requires the element of intent to defraud. Providing or disproving intent to defraud is a lawyer's job. Forensic document examiner thereof do not use the word forgery in their reports of or their testimonies to avoid implying that they know the writer's intent. For example, the examiner's report could state that the questioned signature of the certain person of a certain contract is not a genuine signature of a person, but rather the signature of some other writer who attempted to imitate the genuine signature. So, from the word defraud, it is an dishonesty behavior person, no? Kumbaga pagpamakap. So, tungod na nagamit siya og forge, no, na para, or nagamit siya og mga fake documents na para mag-attempt og forgery. So ang tawag sa iya is forgery. So during in the report or the court testimony, si document examiner or si lawyer, so dili siya magbanggit og use word forgery. So siya is naga-report lang that signature or document is question documents, dili siya genuine. So aside pa na, wala na siya nagabanggit o ganang forgery na term. So not all non-authentic signature are signed with the intent to defraud. As spouse, for example, could have been authorized to endorse check for deposit. So on the other hand, the document may contain authentic signature but could nevertheless be determined to be forged, such as when critical entry was altered or inserted after the document was signed, or where other page of documents were replaced. An example will be altered amount of check that has authentic signature. So dili na kanang not all unauthentic signatures with intent to defraud. So pasabot ana is like, for example, si spouse sugo siya sa iyang kanang ibana. So gisugo siya ang mag-deposit og money, gitagaan siya authorization. So since ang gisugo ang naka-sign dito is iyang asawa, so dili siya defraud or dishonesty behavior. Kaya tungod gitagaan man siya og kanang authorized na or gi-endorsement siya na mag-deposit og kwarta, no? So although ang nakapangalan dito, ang owner dito is ang iyang bana, iyang husband, pero ang perma is iyang asawa, pero consider gyapon na siya as authentic signature. It's because na ay authorization, unless kung si spouse, no, is before siya mag-sign dito, ginausab niya ang documents or something. For example, amount of money gikuhaan niya, no, or na siya gi-ilisan na documents dito before siya mag-sign. So it is considered as kanang forgery. Nahimo siyang forgery or defraud, no? Ito nga di usab man niya, since ang ano lang dito is gisugot siya na mag-deposit og kwarta and then mag-sign, pero na siya gipang usab, gipang displace or gipang replace nga mga documents. So considered siya as the fraud. So next is indication of genuineness. To identify signature of genuine or imitation, uh, such as a well signature, the examiner needs to know the genuine signature of the person whose signature is in question. To identify an unknown writer, as in the case of the anonymous letter writer, the examiner needs to know writing samples of suspect. This known sample establish a writer unique, identifying characteristic of variation and other called exemplar and standard. So here's the basis nga ginabuhat sa document examiner, no, to identify or determine the signature or documents of the person. So muna siya ang mga basis kung tinuod ba standard documents ba siya or something fake, no, or question documents. So below are some features of genuine writing. So first is smooth, rapid, non-stop, and free-flowing movement. So diri pa lang, sa first pa lang is may bala na to nga it is the standard documents. It's because sa the way nga ang signature or writing na mag-flow, so smooth, rapid, wala siya naghunong-hunong, and then ang flow sa iyang pin or ang pin movement niya is diretso-diretso, wala siya anong nag-stop-stop or nagputol-putol. So diya pa lang is ma-identify na ni documents examiner nga it is real, no, or it is the standard documents. Second is sweeping and unbroken starting and ending struck in rounded forms, sweeping, misplaced, and mishapen dots, and T-process. Fourth is joining of initial or words, widening, writing, and spacing. Six is simplification of forms such as capitals. 7. Letters tapered eligibly towards the ends of words. 8 is marked difference in pressure of upstroke and downstroke. 9 is delicate pressure at beginning and ending stroke letters. 10. Absence of carefully made repair and parting stroke. 11. Letter deformation and pen movement that show close similarity to the exemplar letter formation and pen movement. So naibala na ito ang sa documents or signs sa tao nga kanang standard kaya tungod wala siya nagputol-putol, wala siya nag-curve, no, freely nga nagamove ang iyang pen, and also ang iyang spacing, ang iyang the way siya magsulat is tuloy-tuloy lang, no, wala siya kanang blurred, absence of carefully nag-perfect yung stroke ng gina-correct niya, ginasapawan niya, no, wala. So ibig sabihin kung sapawan mo ganun, ibig sabihin dili na imong kahit tumadili ka sure imong gi-correctionan. So while pag standard siya diretso dili na nimo kailangan balikan. So here's the example. So makita nato na standard and suspicious. So layo agad siya, no, pero although dili man siya imong nakalayuan, naalang gid siya yung mga difference na between the two. Kay sa standard makita nato, no, sa iyang ending stroke medyo wide and wala siya nagdikit, while sa suspicious naman is nagdikit siya and then nagka-curve, nagdili bitang dili na sure, dili ang dodoha ka o kanang sulat ito madlo ka magkamali. So diya pa lang may bala na to na fake or standard ang sa kada signature sa person. So next is, the more rapidly the writing is made, the more natural it is, the absence of approach, strokes, or certain letters. So the more nga kanang nindot imong kanang tuloy-tuloy imong pagsulat, kanang smooth and also klaro, kanang, so ibig sabihin natural siya, dili ka manghinala. So it could be an indication of naturalness when found in larger bodies of writing. So although the genuine writing of HL or unskilled writers can be slow, tremulous and laboriously written, it is usually shown in naturalness and consistency that can be recognized by the experience of the examiner. So this feature are not like the slowly drawn, awkward, stop and go, inconsistent pen movement, and divergent letter formation produced by a forger trying to imitate the writing of someone else. So si forger, buhatan niya tanan na para ma-same good ang iyahang sign sa origin or sa original na or sa standard na documents or sa signature. So ginaiwasan niya nga mag-stop and go, and also inconsistent dapat iyang movement sa iyang pin, no. So if ever dili na niya mabuhat, so possible na may balaan na kanang suspicious documents na iyang ginabuhat. So try niya ang best na para masundog yun niya ang mismong original documents. So it is not always easy to differentiate poorly written genuine writing from the defective writing of forgery. To facilitate successful identification, the document examiner needs sufficient volume of the question writing and standard exemplar writing. It helps also when the exemplar was written under similar condition and within a short date time before the question writing was written. So, it is not always easy to differentiate. Dili siya permanently easy to determine, to identify the sa documents. So, usahay mahirapan po ng mga documents examiner, especially pag hagay ang forger. Pag mo sundog ang forger, marag ka ng pure din nga, marag original yun siya, tantanawon. Pero it is a fake. So, tungod ana is, kailangan ni documents ay examiner nga magkuha pa og something documents nga para makumpara niya, makompare niya ang papers or ang documents para matabangan siya nga ma-identify din kung standard lang siya or fake. So nakakuha siya og mga other documents, especially dito sa date and time, kung kano sa gisulat ni person or ni owner. So dito gina-compare niya kanang standard documents mo siya or dili. So muna siya makatabang para madali ang pag-identify ni documents examiner. So that's all. Thank you, Marco. Ang topic and the next reporter will be John Kumpay.
So, good day everyone. This is Kevin J. Gio, and this is the continuation of our topic. So, kinds and methods of forging. So, first is simple forgery. The simple forgery makes to attempt to imitate a genuine signature. It could be the signature of a specific person or a fictitious name. So, when we say simple forgery, it is an act or forged signature made without any attempt of the part of this forger to make any facsimile of the genuine signature. So, simple forgery is one of the simplest type for the forgery. Need not have a genuine signature. Baga, kining simple forgery is mao na pinaka simplest to identify and to determine. So dali lang jud siya mailhan. So ikaduha is simulated forgery. So simulated forgery, in a simulated forgery, the forger attempt of a copy a known signature. The known signature can be copied freehand or it may be traced from a model so that the result is exactly alike in terms of size, letters of some of the stroke structure. So simulated forgery. So when we say simulated forgery, it is considered to be the most skillful. Kumbaga, grabe ni ka skillful ni nga process. Kumbaga, daghan kag ma-practice adisar nimo makuha ang makuha or ma-identify ang isa ka document. So this kind of process, this kind of forgery is done with fine freehand imitation to make a practice scratch paper from 20 to 30 times to get signs or signature fraudulent documents. Kumbaga, grabe nimo nga proseso para siya para makuha nimo, para ma-identify nimo o unsa to nga documents. So that's all po.
Good day everyone, my name is John Ryan Puyawan. Then my topic is all about types of trace forgery. Forgery, from the word forgery. It is kanang ginakopy nimo ang isa ka signature sa isa ka tao or kanang nakiginabag ko sa isa ka sulat. Then ato man ang topic man kay trace forgery, kanang mura gina-trace nimo ang isa ka signature sa isa ka tao. The first one is identification process. The outline of writing underneath will then appear sufficiently plain or unable to be a trace with pen or pencil. Ang identification process kay kanang murag kanang same gyud siya sa carbon process pero dili sa kumo lakto rin sa carbon process. Focus sa diri sa identification process. Diri lang kay kanang ginapakita diri ang isa ka mailan imong isa ka kung forgery ang isa ka signature based on kanang kung unsa pagsundog sa isa ka tao, kaya tanan mo tao na jud ay kanyang signature. Then dili nimo ni basta-basta mag-copy ang isa ka signature sa isa ka tao kung dili ka mo gamit og kanang murag box light Then kaning hindi siya na, for example, kanang mailan nimo ang signature ng mga kampat or mga ano ba na siya, or kampat sa isa ka signature. The next one is transmitted process. It has been done of placing writing and forge upon the transparency over a strong light, then superimposing the paper upon which is the forgery is to be made. Transmitted process. Dili nato maibalaan kung ang isa ka signature kay forgery. Magamit na og transmitted light. Among the three of methods being utilized by some forger, the method has greater advantage on the part of forger. Using by transmitted light, this is two document will be placed on the top of the plain glass of transmitted light. Anong mo magamit kang isa ka glass, then ang butan nimo tong forger nga signature, then magamit kag light para maibalaan nimo if ang isa ka signature kay gigamitan og forgery. Transmitted light imong gamiton. With a strong light passing through these documents, sa mga documents ba to or sa mga papers, sa mga kanang kinapirmahan sa katao, kay ang mga tao mga kanyang signature, then image outline from signature will be projected to the fraudulent documents and later be traced with ink. Then the next one is the type of trace forgery is carbon process. This is done with aid carbon paper interleaved between black paper used with apparent force of writing, then afterward mark over the ink. For example, kaning carbon process daw mauni ka lang sa mga ginabuhat ni siya sa mga kanang, for example, sa mga resibo good kay kani man ang carbon copy, carbon paper di ay kay either black or blue. Then this is process one of the most common means utilized by forger is making number of identical copies or record of certain entries. And next one is a piece of carbon paper, black or blue, interleaved between genuine signature. May lang yun yung mga signature kung legit ba yun or dili. And fraudulent documents with genuine documents placed on the top. Then the next one is techniques of forger. Clever figure needs considerable knowledge of skills, use of wanted mechanical development, attempting to fraudulently cop documents. For example, kanang mga techniques sa mga forgery ng mga scammer god, kanang mga copy sila og mga signature para, for example, kanang mga cheque god, kanang nakaginabago dia, for example, siwan gitaganog isa ka cheque, i-claim nimo siya for example 1,000 ang nakabutang sa isa ka cheque, gibot nga niya og gibot ka ay 2,000 nasibot niya 5 ang ano para mahimo siya 2,500 ang cheque. Kanang forgery na buhat din sa mga techniques good para mang-scam or mag-ano siya, pero bawal yun na siya. Then that's all. Thank you.